Have you ever wanted to be in a fairy tale? Well, if you have, this is my poem by Jennifer Camiller. Fairy tale in a reality check. If I was in a fairy tale, I don't know what I'd do. One thing is for certain, I wouldn't be caught dead in a glass shoe. When I went to visit my grandma, and I know she lives far, I wouldn't cut through the woods at all. Instead, I'd drive my car. If I was invited to a great big party, a feast, my date would be a fine young man and not a hairy beast. When entering another's house and I haven't been invited to eat, I wouldn't even try their porridge or break their favorite seat. If I had too many children, and I don't know what I'd do, they live with their dad on summer break and every other weekend too. If it's out up in the rain, looking for a comfy bed, and you put 20 mattresses on a pea, I tell you, go check your head. If I ran into a little pig who was building a house of sticks, I'd warn him there's a wolf in town and check into Motel 6. The princes would be great and all, especially if they rode a white mare, but they've got another thing coming if they try to climb my hair. If my brother and I were lost in the woods and we didn't know our way home, rather than leave a trail of crumbs, I'd call 911 on my cell phone. I think animals are really cute, even ones that are small, but I'm not relying on them for fashion advice when getting ready for a ball. If Jack went tumbling down the hill rather than tumbling after, I'd still be at the top of the hill. Georgie Porgy may kiss other girls, but not me, 'cause hey, I'm not lying. 'Cause if his lips came near me once, I wouldn't be the one who's crying. As a mermaid, I'd give up some things, especially if the boy was really sweet. But hey, you're letting out pearls of laughter. You've got to be kidding me. My voice for a pair of feet? If a witch told me I'd die at 16 by spinning a piece of yarn, you'd better believe you'd find this little girl buying all her clothes at Dress Barn. If I don't follow my mother's orders, I know she can be really mean, so I would never trade our only cow for some so-called magic beans. If I was locked in a room of straw and I must spin it to gold every night, rather than guess that little man's name, I'd say, you take Visa, right? So maybe it wasn't meant to be, I guess for all it's worth. Fairy tales aren't ready for me. I'm better off here on Earth.